Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syamim Zamil. I'm a chemical engineering student in International Islamic University of Malaysia. Today I want to share a study tip that I use for my academic studies in chemical engineering course. So hopefully everyone can benefit from this sharing. So as the first tip for today is to do the RNA concept. What is RNA concept? RNA concept is actually an acronym of revise and analyze. Revise and analyze, RNA. So basically RNA is a step or concept that I decided to construct. Basically started from last year 2024 when I was studying especially organic chemistry, because I'm a chemical engineering student, so I study organic chemistry. So the RNA concept is all about revising and also analyzing the topics, the specific topics that we are currently studying. For example, like if we study organic chemistry, we have to learn about stereochemistry. Okay, under the stereochemistry, we have what subtopics, right? So every subtopics, after we learn in lectures, we need to revise, do revision the same day as we learn from classes. For example, like if we learn Monday in morning, so at night, after doing assignments, we need to study and do some revision. So basically, that's revision. We know that's very general. But for analysis, we need to do some analysis in terms of its details. For example, like in stereochemistry, we learn about enantiomers, we learn about non-superimposable, we learn about D and L, for example like D amino acids, L amino acids, D glucose, L glucose. And also we've learned about D galactose versus L galactose, D versus L, and also the position of the functional groups that constitutes whether it is D or L. And also we learn about racemic mixtures, right? R and S conformations, whether it is R or S. So how to make the circle or the circulation of the functional groups to determine whether it is R or S of the enantiomers or the stereoisomers. For the analysis part, for example, like D and L, in the D and L problem, D glucose versus L glucose. So for a D glucose, the second last OH group should be on the right of the glucose structure. But for L glucose, the second last OH group would be on the left. So the analysis must be written down in the paper substantially, so when examinations we can refer it specifically. So the difference between D and L, not just generally in revisions, means D and L, oh this is D and L, okay. So and even we can create more concepts within these, right? And for the RNA, it must be done frequently. Means if it is possible to do within the lecture itself, but if it's not possible to do within the lecture, do it at night. Means your class is morning, so you do it at night, or even tomorrow is possible before the next class, because it's easier, and must not be procrastinated until the examination day or examination week, because it is quite late already. And definitely need some time to digest and also to analyze within your concept, and also your how do you analyze, and also make acronyms and so on so forth from the analysis that you have made through the RNA concept. The benefits of the RNA concept is that we can specifically target what are the subtopics that probably we don't understand. For example, like stereochemistry, go in deep, we have D versus L conformation. We have D versus L conformation, for example, for glucose. And so, okay, we know D versus L. D is right, L is left of the conformation of the second last hydroxyl group, OH group, right? So the next problem, or the sub problem, is basically, so the next sub question is basically what differentiates between the D and L, and why it is D and L. What is the history? Who discovered it? What what are the instruments to measure these, what are the experimental evidences that shows there are differences, and we'll go deeper into other topics, for example like race mixture. So from the analysis, from the RNA concept, we can basically target this very specific points, and also understanding of a certain topic, and also even a certain subject in the bigger picture. So I think that's all from me for this first video. I hope everyone can get benefits and also knowledge to improve their academic studies. Inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.